Welcome, Gemini, to your December 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Can you believe that it is December, and thank goodness it's coming to an end of this most disturbing, tumultuous year that we have all been through. Now, Merry Christmas to everyone. That's a great thing to be saying. Hopefully, it is going to be a merry one. And if this is the first time you've tuned into my channel, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you'd like to ask a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep it out of the public forum, you can just email me and I will be happy to email you a response in private. But let's get into your December reading, and I'll tell you what, Gemini, I am absolutely loving this reading for you. It is such wonderful energy. You have start out the month with one of my favorite cards, and that is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this particular deck that I'm using is just a new one. It was gifted to me by a wonderful dear friend of mine. It's called the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. And the imagery is so beautiful, and it has the general meanings of the card, at the bottom. So if you can see those, look at those and read the meanings and see if anything resonates for you. Even the imagery as well. If something pops out at you or stands out and is meaningful for you, then those messages are significant and you need to pay attention to those messages as well. Just fix up my cards there a little bit. Now, this month, as I said, you start out with the 10 of Pentacles, and this is one of my favorite cards. It is a card of abundance and security, financial security. It's a card of, it could even be an inheritance, but it's really just a card of happiness and contentment and peace. I mean, if you look at the meaning on that, it is just so true to the meanings of this card. You know, it's a very traditional meaning. When you see this card, you know that your family is set up financially. You have it talks about just being at a place where you don't have to worry financially for your family or yourself. You've reached that level of security, financial security, and it really, when you reach that level of financial security, it allows you to have a lot of peace of mind and comfort in your life. And I'm feeling this is the kind of energy that is coming over you throughout the whole of December. Now, this can also be a card of that, you know, of knowledge, of family knowledge that you have gained over a lifetime that you can pass down to your children or to other generations in your family as well. It's kind of a very family orientated card. Now, you also have the card here, and I don't know if you can see it because of the crystals. It is the card of release. And in a traditional deck, this would be the Death card. Now, death is often a misunderstood card, and when it comes up in a reading, it can mean that there is a passing of someone that in your life in December. And for some of you, this can be someone that has passed that will leave you this legacy, this financial legacy. But for others, this is the card of endings and new beginnings. And it's just it's called release because when there is that ending, you are released from that situation. It no longer serves you, and you are able now to move on to something new, to a new situation. And it can be an ending to from a very negative situation, from people that have been holding you back, or negative people, negative situations, and it's an ending of that kind of stuff. And I'm jumping all over the place again, but you've also got transformation, which is the Tower card. And this can be, the Tower card talks about a sudden change. And again, this is another misunderstood card. It can talk about sudden changes that come in that aren't very positive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means the ending of a way of life, the breaking down of something that was perhaps not structurally sound, and it fell and broke away. But I'll get into that a little bit later on. I am jumping. So just back to that release card, you are really being given the opportunity in December to move on to something new and wonderful, and allow all of that stuff that's been holding you back, that's been negative in your life, to fall away, and you can release it. And this leads to the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a card of really mastering something new, going into something as an apprentice and learning a new skill, a new technique. It's perhaps a new job for some of you. It could be that some of you are going back and learning, you're becoming a student again and learning some new stuff. But it could just be talking about working at something that you really enjoy doing, that you're really good at as well. So you perhaps are going to be releasing this, and I'm going to say job, but because that's the energy I'm feeling. But this is a general meaning. So if this doesn't relate to you, please, that message wasn't for you. But you are certainly releasing a situation in your life that no longer serves you, and you are now moving on to something that you absolutely love and enjoy, and can just really perhaps even because you're doing something that you love and you enjoy, you're actually giving back. You're spreading that energy. When you feel that joy and happiness, that energy spreads through to those around you, and you can influence them just by lifting your vibration and your energy. So you are really you're really learning something new in December. Now, you've got the Eight of Wands there. Now, this is a card of fast energy. Lots of messages, lots of running around, lots of emails, lots of text messages, lots of phone calls, that kind of stuff. It's a lot going on, but it's not negative stuff. It can be a little bit stressful, but it's not like a very negative energy. It's all kind of positive, happy stuff that you are doing. And there's a lot of changes around you in December. And it's almost allowing you to, you're going to have to be really good at multitasking, I feel, because there are going to be a lot of things that you're involved in, a lot of things to organize and get a lot of communication, essentially. And potentially, even as that card says, there could be some business travel involved in this for you. Now, we're back at that transformation card, or the Tower card. And It is a card that is, as I said, it can be sudden changes that we're not expecting. But I'm not feeling that this is too negative. I'm really feeling that it is, again, a release of the old. It's mirroring that message of the death card. You are able to allow all of that stuff that perhaps wasn't built correctly, wasn't on strong foundations, to fall away, and it is going to allow you to rebuild it in a way that is more beneficial for you. And it's also a card that talks about breaking free of procrastination, and as you can see that there as well, it's because all of this stuff is breaking away, you are sort of have this new lease of life, and it sparks you to move. And that's, that again is that energy of the Eight of Wands. You are going to be moving and making those changes and contacting people and putting things into place and allowing you to rebuild things in a way that is going to be best for you. And the things in the Tower card can often be unexpected, but they are always for your best. What's the word I'm looking for? It's for your best good. And what may seem negative on the surface is not indeed negative. It is actually going to turn out to be very, very positive for you. And what is the card beside it other than the wish come true card, that Nine of Cups, one of those beautiful cards which talks about your dreams coming true. Everything that you've wanted is going to happen for you. It's certainly going to have that kind of energy around it. So you've got this release, you've got this transformation, and then your dreams become reality. It's really if you read that meaning of the card, it's a magical time of life, great fortune around you. Some of you could even be winning a windfall of money. It's that kind of great fortune and energy around you. And it's almost like you've got a restored faith in the universe. That's kind of because it's a lucky card, and it's a card of success and wishes coming true. It's restoring your faith in the universe and restoring just restoring your hope almost. Now, you've got the Queen of Wands there. Now, the Queen of Wands is a fire sign, and that is a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarian. And queens often represent people, and this is a really passionate person, quite energetic. If you look at the description there, it talks about someone that is really brilliant, they're talented, they're independent, they can be a little bit controlling as well, which a lot of fire signs can be, but they are really someone that can really bring some wonderful energy into your life. But when you see this card if it doesn't represent a specific person that is going to be significant for you in December, it talks about just get going, go for it. It's almost like it's asking you, what are you waiting for? You can accomplish anything. There's nothing that you can't do if you read the meaning there. So you need to actually really have faith in yourself. And when the Queen of Wands, sorry, I hope I didn't say Queen of Cups before. When the Queen of Wands turns up in a reading, it's really sort of the message that you've got to you you are absolutely, your energy and your abilities kind of are almost unlimited. You've got this inner strength that's unlimited, this inexhaustible power that you don't even realize that you've got. And I feel like that ending in your life is this stuff that's going to be falling away, that's holding you back and preventing you from realizing your true inner strength and inner power. And you mustn't be afraid of presenting yourself to the world. You know, you've got this inner beauty, inner grace, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. You know, are you've got so much to give. And when the Queen of Wands turns up, it's sort of saying, get to it. You have got the ability to change the world. You are amazing. Do this thing that you really love to do. Really go for it. Build on what it is that you have a passion for. And don't be afraid of failure. And you know, this card again talks about balance and getting balance in your life, in all areas of your life, from your career to your family to your what you love to do. Like, have that balance on all of those areas, in all of those areas. And you know, another one of my favorite cards, I mean, you've got two of them here in your reading, is the Star card. And this is just such a beautiful card. It is a card of hope and pure faith and true understanding. It just is wonderful. It talks about choices that your choices, that you kind of really need to make about making long-term plans for yourself now, because you've got that dream come true card. You can create your reality here. It's like the Star card talks about having a sense of purpose, and it allows you to see that you have this abundant future within your reach. You know, you've got the Ten of Wands there. It's telling you it's there. You've got this ability to create this abundance for yourself. And abundance doesn't always mean financial abundance. It's abundance in love, in friendship, in passion, all of the things that bring you joy and faith and hope. You know, you've got it in bucket loads. So, and it's just in reach. So the main message of the Star card is have faith. When you see this card, it's another Make-A-Wish card. You've got them there again. And another sign had this. I can't remember which sign it was, but another sign had both of these cards come out together. It's like, it's just strengthening the message for you. You know, both of them are make a wish because your dreams are coming true. It's the Star card is that light at the end of the tunnel. It's just such a lovely message. And your final card is the Gateway Oracle card by Denise Lynn, and it's Rising Above. And I just love that beautiful imagery on that card. And the affirmation for this card is, I see only beauty and grace. And the meaning of this card is, let go of the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. You have potential that you haven't even begun to tap into. This is the time to reach higher than ever before. So do not fall down before doubt. Remember your true calling. The universe wants you to know, just as the lotus rises up out of the mud into the light, so you are rising up to even greater heights. Sometimes this occurs naturally, and sometimes it's an act of will. This is the time to rise above any situation that's not empowering. Even if there are some people you might leave behind, let your light shine for all to see. Rise up and step into your potential. You are indeed a healer, a teacher, a leader. Wow, that is so powerful, Geminis, and it is just really tying into everything that I'm seeing here. You are in this position in December where you are releasing something from your life. It is sudden. It can be a bit of a shock, but it is allowing you now to take that energy and rise above and become that leader. And you've got it in you, Gemini. You really do. You've got this wonderful month set up for you, and I really hope you have a wonderful month. Have a Merry Christmas. If you're into crystals, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are beautiful crystal pieces there, all handmade, one-off pieces only, made in Australia by an Australian designer. And all of the meanings of the crystals are in that website as well. So have a wonderful month, Geminis. Bye. I love you. See you in the new year.